Hi, and welcome to 5 Minute Quick Reviews, where we review movies and games in under 5 minutes. I'm Bernie. Let's get started. So, last or Thursday night, I saw Man and the Wasp on preview night, and it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. I am a big fan of Marvel movies, and I figured it would be good, but after the craziness and excitement that was just pure awesomeness in Infinity War, I thought the next Marvel movie would kind of be a drop off. And I was wrong, because Ant-Man and the Wasp was actually really cool, and I really liked it a lot. So basically, long story short, Ant-Man has to team up with the Wasp this time, and they have to go on an adventure. So yeah, that's the basic plot. No spoilers. I know it's kind of brief, but that's what we do here. So before you see the movie, I want to say this: you need to see Captain America: Civil War, and you also need to see you definitely need to see the first Ant-Man, that's a given, but you also need to see Captain America: Civil War, and you probably also want to see Infinity War to make this movie make sense, I guess. So yeah. Alright, so I want to start off with the cons of the movie, because I don't really want to end the video with negatives, because I did like the movie a lot, but it wasn't perfect, so we're going to start with the cons. Alright, so the main issue I have, and I've had this with other Marvel movies in the past too, is that the comedy is so, dumbed down, and it bothers me that every joke seems like only someone younger than 10 would laugh at. And that's not for every joke. There were a couple good jokes, especially some of the ones that Michael Peña's character delivers were really funny, and I did laugh at. But I would say 85% of the jokes did not do anything really for me, and I don't know. So that's a big issue I have. Not a make or break deal. It was still a great movie, but I just wish that they could add a few jokes in there that older people would laugh at a little bit more. And so another con I had was that the start of the movie is almost all exposition to just get us from Captain America: Civil War to present day with Ant-Man. And, that's fine. I understand why it's needed, but it's just really slow, and it felt kind of dragging at some points. But I completely understand why it's needed. It's not that big an issue. So, yeah, it's not that bad. Alright, those are the only major cons I have with the movie, because I liked it a lot. So let's get into the pros. Like I said, it starts off slow, but that only means that it gets better as it goes on. Like, the beginning's slow, but it gets better, and by the end, it was amazing. So, yeah, it just gets better, and then this movie has a good story. I feel like most Marvel movies have really good stories. That's what makes them so good, and this one's no different. It has a great story. And then another thing that I really liked in this one was the character interactions. It felt really good and natural. And there was some great acting. Paul Rudd he's great as Ant-Man, and just all the actors were great. And that really helped with the character interactions and just the overall flow of the movie. Another thing I liked was the villain. The villain in this movie actually has a reason to be a villain. Most of the time I feel like in Marvel movies, the villain's just, oh, I'm a bad guy, I'm gonna be bad because I can. But I felt like this villain, there's kind of two villains, but I'm talking about the main villain here. So the main villain definitely, I feel like, has a purpose. The secondary villains barely in the movie. They're kind of just bad to be bad. But the main villain here, I did enjoy. Thought she had some cool powers and had a good reason to be bad. And then the last thing I want to talk about in the pros is it has good action, and I love the shrinking and growing that there is with Ant-Man and his abilities. It's just great. I think it's just awesome. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a very good movie, solid Marvel movie. Definitely worth seeing. I will probably get this one to watch again, either rent or buy when it comes on DVD. It was a very solid movie, and my official score is a 7.6 out of 10.